It's really messed up, man. So the mall. So what's it called? Like you're not allowed to like solicit, right? Like your brand, your business, whatever. So this company has grants in the state of Maryland where you can go and apply for it, and they'll do like lighting upgrades, etc. Right? Cut your electric bill down. Well, we do a small business meeting on Mondays with all the different stores, and the lady was like, "Hey, we're not allowed to like tell you, but email this person, you can get free lights." And apparently they could have done it for the mall, and the mall said no. So I got all new lights. Much better.
Oh, yeah.
Much better. But we're not, it was dumb. So it was really weird. So they had to do it in any store I had. So like, for example, this is always going to be a storage. That wall's going back up, it's just a storage. But they were like, well, you get free lights if you want them in that store too. I was like, yeah, why not? But look at it. I mean, back when this was the Hot Wheels store, this was actually, I never used any of their lights. I had all my own LEDs that hung. So.
Holy cow, are they bright too? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
They look great.
The main store, total different beast, but it's all old trains from when my dad passed. I don't know, it's all tracks, trains. I'd be lying to myself if I said I know what I'm getting to this. I have no idea. This is all that's left of that Dillsburg collection.
It's all gone?
The loose stuff, the sword.
Wow.
The sword, yep.
So it's all on the floor or gone?
Oh, wow, yep. I've been over here because I got a new adventure to start. So this was, remember I talked about doing an arcade?
Yeah.
So you got a party store here. And so like they have like the bounce houses. They do like birthday, you could rent that room, whatever. They're not open that much. I love the guy to death, really nice guy, but I was like, man, can you imagine renting an arcade for a birthday party? So I'm doing it. I got, I think, 9 games so far, like arcade games. I got an air hockey table already. And then what you would do, you'd come over, you'd sign you'd come in, make an appointment for whatever date that I could do 2 to 4 tables depending on what you need. And then you would, put your credit card on file because if any of the games are destroyed, you'd have to pay for them. That's why if you notice we took a bunch of the games out of the mall, I can't make it up, dude. The amount of people that bang on the games, would blow your mind. Oh, this looks different.
Yeah, it sure does. My God, I can walk through. Look at that. Look at this.
I haven't vacuumed this half yet. That's where I stopped yesterday. But yeah, so we're getting it all opened up. The Thursday before we left for Zola, this guy calls me. He says he's got a bunch of Jet Joes, sent some pictures. I'm like, okay. And he's got this bag. But it's all of our cameras letting us know we're here. As far as my phone ain't going off. But so I'm looking at the photos, right? And he's like, yeah, I got this other little mixed bag of like Marvel figures. I can see an Iron Sheik LJN in it, right? And I'm like, oh, this is so awesome, right? So he brought everything in like bags and boxes, right? So got a Night Raven, a really nice Python Patrol stun, the General, the Locust over here, but like that's crazy good shape for what that is. Got the old big boy. That's a heavy old truck. Puzzles. Some of them are not. Some of them are sealed. Some aren't. 12-inch Joe boxes. A ton of file cards. And then there was something I looked in here the other day. I went to see.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, he kept everything, man. All the file cards. Did a really good job. But there was a couple vehicles that we did not get. And figures that we didn't get, but he had like the paperwork for them. And there was one of them in here, and I was like, no way he has this paperwork. Nope. Why didn't I just leave it on the top?
That's okay, editing's a thing.
Here it is. It's the original paperwork for the Crossfire.
Oh, look at that.
Driving around in Zolo. It was the blueprint for the Crossfire. I just gotta find it. I've never seen it. I've never had it. So.
Well, that's a pretty rare vehicle on its own, correct?
Its own, yes. All the G.I. Joe cards, which are really sought after right now. So. Where'd it go? Right. Oh, right there.
Oh.
My gosh. There it is, dude. Which is really cool because it's the Alpha. I think the one we have is the Delta. I already moved that extra one. So one of the, because we remember there was a bunch here. So every rack here, that's all Joe, Joe, Joe. Everything here now is Joe, except for these 4 totes and those 2 totes are Legos. Man, I wonder where I put it. But anywho, I thought that was absolutely incredible to have the original paperwork for the Crossfire. I got, this is a joke, you don't see too much, the Avalanche. And the Hammerhead. I mean, some cool stuff, man. Some Toy Biz figures. So, he brings in, look at that, dude.
Look at that. Well, that's a handy thing to have around.
And it's for all the 12-inch. It's really cool because I've never done any homework on that before. Look at all the old little goodies inside.
Well, you got a Berenstein Bear in there.
And Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Look at that.
Terminator. I mean, he had some off-the-wall stuff, right? Like,
some of that stuff looks like it might be.
I wish they were Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Like kids' meals. Is that what it is?
No, that'd be awesome.
Just normal.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how expensive they are now.
Actually, I know how expensive they are. Showbiz pizza can even be more expensive. There's less of them out there.
Alright, so there's that.
Oh, look at that! Little Ultimate War. Oh, no,
yeah.
no, wait a minute. No, we don't need that guy.
Yeah. Who's that? Guess that figure, guys. I just noticed like the Toys R Us ads. So.
Yeah, it's great to have the Warrior. We could get rid of that Hogan, but is that a Pog holder?
I thought it was going to be Pogs.
That is a holder though for them. Isn't that what that is?
Yes. Spider-Man. Little buttons, a golf ball. I don't know what this stuff is. Giants, Matt Williams. From a toothbrush.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool because remember we had that old set that has like the soap thing.
That's your like tactical toothbrush holder.
Right?
Yes.
So, got the big old Jets.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, so we got that, and then somewhere in here, I had to move it around because they were in here working. I started to lay it all out. It's not there. Man, I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, these are all done by year.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all by year, and then those are accessories by year. So this is what I was working on when I went to Disney and all that. So this is the next step. It's just to cross them all off and get them ready. But now that this room's wide open, now I can actually set my tables up like I used to. I want to get as much Joe done as possible so that I can move on to the next task. So anyway, so outside, the G.I. Joes were cool. We've done a million videos on G.I. Joes. That's not what got me, right? So I told you, the guy sent me pictures. I agree on the price, whatever. We're doing Zolo, right? Get back. Now I get my chance to really like have some fun and look at some things. Comes in a Budweiser bag, which I love Budweiser.
I mean, that's we had a Waterweiser while we were at the. Yeah.
Here we got a table right here. Unzip it, man. Right.
Oh.
Hey, little Rowdy.
Yeah.
Definitely dinosaurs. Here's your Sheik.
Sheiky baby.
Some more dinosaurs. Got Thunder Punch Man, Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah.
There's some off-the-wall toy lines in here.
Oh, and he's got his scepter.
I mean, like you got some. That's right. Like it's good stuff. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Dragon Master Skeletor.
I understand Duggan likes hose.
Ultimate Warrior, vintage Star Wars Luke. This looks like one of those like straw hoarders, right? gets better, dude.
Well, or I guess
better.
you could put it on your
So,
shirt or whatever.
Even still, so you're still talking a lot of Hasbros.
Look at the look. I tell you what. Look, this Hogan is
Clean.
as much as I hate to say it, he's
Cops and
clean.
Crooks.
Got Axe from Demolition.
I'll tell you something, brother.
Oh, dude, what?
He looks rough, dude.
This is what happens. See, Hogan messed with the wrong guy and got beat up.
Crusader, more.
There's the other half at Demolition. There's Smash.
Got another thumb wrestler.
Hillbilly Jim.
I got Ghostbusters,
Winston.
American Gladiators. Got a Buzzsaw. More Cops and Crooks. RoboCop, Bruce Wayne. Right. So some of this, I'm like, some of this was not in the photos. Some of this was not in the photos. Okay.
Is this the Bruce that came with like the
Here,
armor and everything?
Right?
Yeah.
So here's your beautiful
JYD.
Bendy, right? I wish you would have caught when I unzipped this bag the first time. The shows are growing.
Wow. You don't see him very often.
LJN Sergeant Slaughter. There's one in the store there for $500.
Yeah.
So none of this impressed me. It was this that was like, Bill's not broken out. He's got that virus, which you can't help. It's just what the plastics do. There it is, dude.
He looks great though.
Looks great. And then you go back into Gladiators. All kinds of.
I love when you open something like this because you never know.
You never know, man. Look, this is the one
that.
that goes with the Ecto 1? Or
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't
I'm pretty
remember
sure
that.
that's the Ecto
Firehouse.
one.
I always get those confused.
Actually, no. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe the Firehouse. Hey, I know
It's one of the two. I can't remember which.
New Adventures of He-Man shit.
Yep.
That's what I mean. So it's like the walks of life is across the board. Like he had a little bit of everything.
Greatest promo of all time.
Man, I wish
Nobody
I knew
was on the microphone like Jake Roberts.
Man, I wish I knew where that. There's some decent jokes on the I just don't know.
Yeah, man, this was a great collection to acquire.
Dude, I was completely blown away by what it was. Now we can go to, and I'll show you the amount of changes that have happened in the main store. I'm really trying to get the store to be as perfect as it can be, for like getting cabinets up, getting certain toy lines that we don't get in all the time, but I can have them displayed. Here we go, man. This was the most fun I've had in a long time. Not only getting to rip open a lot of figures that I haven't had a chance to open, but seeing the really off-the-wall lines. Like, there's no one going to come to the mall and be like, oh, I remember those as a kid, right? So it was really important to me. I was like, you know what? My personal collection, unless I'm home, I don't get to enjoy it. Now I get to enjoy it with people. So the thing that got me into Mythics all by itself. So this is all of your tribute Masters of the Universe figures. They even did some Cosmics that are Master Universe figures. So your Man-at-Arms, your She-Ra, your He-Man, your Trapjaw, Mossman, Hordak. These are really cool because they finally made the cats. That's Skeletor's Panther Cat, Purplor, you know what I mean? Battle Cat over there. And then down here, that's the figure I got at Zolo. That's the Wolf King Customs. And then my 3 dragon heads. And my Wolfman down here. So this character here came with 3 heads. So I put them on other figures. And that's all Borderland Customs. They were phenomenal guys to talk to. And then here's all your Cosmic Legions that I've gotten so far, the chance to open.
That big green dude is cool.
Dude, he's probably 25 pounds. I'm not, like, he's crazy. And I used the back of their box to make it look like a little sci-fi-ish. Look at all the dust from the lights. So these haven't been dusted since they... Go figure. I put this up the following day, they put a new light above it.
Of course.
But, again, I think the Cosmics look 10 times better out. And it's really cool. There's that one, right? And then I put a dragon head on them over here.
That's neat.
So, and then this is all the Savage Crucible that are out so far that I have. That's the Zolicon exclusive from this past weekend. There's some more of the big troll and the dragon. Just unbelievable. And then this is all your Sparrow toys. This is all your AWOC, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, all the way down.
So this is a different company than the other ones, right?
Yep. So you got 4 Horsemen that has Mythic Legions of Cosmics. Then you have Savage Crucible. And then you have AWOC, which is the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, the Sparrow toys.
And then this one goes back to...
That's Father Christmas.
Yeah, but
that's the retailer appreciation wave for Mythic Legions.
Oh, okay, so that one's still then with this group.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it's been a whole different beast, but
Is this supposed to be Beastman?
yeah. So this was the PowerCon exclusive like tribute figure. So that you've got Beastman like before he's all buff, and then you've got.
Oh, okay. So this is pre-gym.
Yeah, right.
And
Pre-gym.
then now he's juicing.
This guy's then fell out. He had too many beers.
Right.
This is a whole bunch of the new wave down here that I'll go over in a little bit. And then all my overstock, I was like, man, while people are here looking, they're going to see these. Like, let's get on that. Let me fix this figure. He was in one of these. Come on, you drunk guy.
Oh, just a Fright Zone over here hanging out. So what do you think of that new Fright Zone? You see the pictures of it?
Beautiful. It looks beautiful.
I'm so excited with the throne on the inside.
Question, what happened to the Snickler?
Well,
Are they abandoning it?
I hope not.
I hope not either. Buddy. It's going to break my heart.
Oh, it's caught in the... There we go.
Not either. I was really looking forward to just something new. I know it sounds terrible, but... So these I got to pull out, man. So... it was funny because I can't make this up. Like, I guess when you're not like, besides the new that Master Universe figures, I have everything that I need in my personal, right? So like, I went to a show with zero pressure. Wasn't like, oh man, I gotta look around for anyone else. I was just like a relief. Like I was like, I'm more worried about the casino. When I saw, I'm a sucker for the dragons anyway. When I saw that, it was a must-have. Like, there was no way around it. And then I knocked the shoulder pad off.
For the sake of the audience, because I was there filming it, I don't know that the video I had conveyed the excitement that you had when you saw this.
It was unbelievable, dude. It was a must-have. But these guys at Borderland, so the guy came back over, he was talking to me. I already chipped one. I dropped it here. Like, I knocked the horn off. But it's kind of cool because it kind of looks like it's like a little bit of a battle.
I was going to say battle scar.
Off. But I thought that purple looked so good. And he was like, come over, because I had him on display. And he was like, man, I make a dragon's tail and dragon's feet and dragon hands for him. So he's going to get me 3 sets and then paint them. So I have a purple, a blue, and a green. So I was like, thanks, man. So if you're watching this, thank you. And then look, man, got like a little baby dragon, dude. One of the little dwarf bodies. Looks so freaking awesome.
He's like the teenage one.
Right. And then these are those dioramas that he did for me.
Are they
all foam?
Yeah, they're foam.
And then he did the blood one.
The blood one's really cool.
And then you got these are your wolves. I mean, it's even got the wolves on the axes, wolves on the shoulders. I mean, to me, that's a 10 out of 10 figure. You really got like a Game of Thrones vibe.
Yeah.
So these are actually going to be taken out of the cabinet. She's going to wrap them and give them to me for my birthday. So Nikki actually bought those for me. So I was supposed to be getting... Oh, no! I was supposed to be getting a DeWalt drill, and instead, I picked out some customs.
I mean, that DeWalt drill's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I already bought it. I went and just bought it myself.
I watched it all fall over.
So this was the cabinet that was there. So I put a bunch of my old, like all your vintage glasses and stuff in here. Which was, I mean, again, it's the things that pull people in when they see the old Burger King cups. And you got your McDonald's, your old DC cups. And then some of them are modern. I mean, we had a guy that made a bunch of them for us. I mean, your old jam jars. Oh, here you go, the old Smurfs and the Muppets. I love them, man. Like,
I do too. I mean, don't drink out of them. You'll get, the lead in the paint will kill you.
Got the old Flintstones mugs.
Yes.
Just sucker for it, dude. And then, of course, every time we're going to get a new wave of the Four Horsemen, we're always gonna have it as an end cap. This was, to me, again, personal opinion. It's not factual. This was the best wave to date for me. That was the ZoloCon exclusive this year, which the Four Horsemen designs their figure for them. So in this year's wave, you're going to get your skeleton hands and feet. You're going to get your knights hand pack. And I like that it's all the different shades.
Oh, that's neat.
Depending
Okay.
on what you want to do with your knights. You get this giant, or half giant, whatever you want to call them, massive knight, big old skeleton head. Just incredible. Took skeletons to a whole new realm. So for me, besides going, I did get the barbarian figures. That is going absolutely crazy. So if anyone's watching this video and you're a Four Horsemen fan, I do not know how many times those guys had to tell people, hey guys, we dropped a new surprise figure. It was the barbarian. He will be available. Ready for that? He will be available at every show this year and on the website toward the end of the year. But people are so impatient, they're paying like 5 times the price of it right now on eBay. This is the best steed of all time, dude. Complete bone throne, right? Then, well, of course, the knight needs his own horse to fight those guys. And look, it's like becoming a skeleton. I think that's crazy. Fuck me over here. And then, yeah, we got all new lights. The whole store. You want to talk about unfun that is? If you notice, a lot of our stuff's high. Nick and I had to take everything down. We had to drape everything, cover everything. And then as they're working on a row, and then we even had a guy get electrocuted and shot off the ladder. I don't know if I told
Wait,
you
what?
That shit. Yeah. Yeah. So, thank God he's fine, and my glass cabinet is fine. What would you say, about 15 minutes after I put my glass cabinets in, he shoots off a ladder? So, over in the corner, I'll sure. Let's just go take a peek. I guess because I worked on electric mains for years and years and years before I got into toys, you can never test enough. Why the pen tester? Boop, hot. You know what I mean? So he was under the impression that when they hit the breaker, that when the lights went out, that this side was dead, and it wasn't. So he's got a 10-foot ladder stretched over this. He's on this light. It hit him with 240, which is, if you know anything about that, can kill you.
Yeah.
He's probably waist up in the hole. This had all glass cabinets sitting here while we were waiting to get them ready. And I was doing the G.I. Joes, and I heard him like imagine a man scream as loud as he like people from the mall were coming, like it freaked them out. It shot him off that all the way down onto the ground. Now this is just concrete with a little mat on it. That's look, here you go. That's concrete. That's all it is. So he hit the ground. He was still shaking. I come over. I was like, "Man, are you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine, man." He was definitely scared to death. Like it scared him. And my first question is, why didn't you test it? Like if you die on my watch, thank God that insurance is for them is gonna. But it was just like, anywho, that was eventful to say the least. We went back on cameras because there's 2 cameras that caught it. Didn't catch it. It surged my whole thing. Everything.
Wow.
It went blank. All my cameras were dead for 4 minutes. It caught nothing. So you could the next clip is him on the ground. But anywho, he's okay. Lights are in.
He's lucky he's okay.
And I redid this whole section, man. So here you go. Most of the stuff at ZoloCon was stuff that's never been in the store. So now we have a full Sectars section. Biker mice. Now you saw how much was at ZoloCon. Sold half of it at ZoloCon. Vintage Street Sharks galore. You've got tons and tons and tons. The Battle Beast, Laser Beast.
You don't see those very often.
Nope. I sold almost all the Toxic Crusaders at the show, but I had a couple left. Some Crash Test dummies. Vintage Street Sharks in box. A Bengali. Some Thundercats. And then you got all of your Crash Test dummies figures and mocks.
Wait, they had a baby Crash Test?
Yeah, man, I gotta test out the strollers.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then you've got your Power Force, which you guys all already seen me talk about. I love these things. This is what I went nuts for. And then, would you say we upgraded how many Battle Beasts we have?
There's a few. It's a handful.
You got your Rock Lords, your Z-Bots. your Army Ants, Envisionaries, Robin Hood, Snailians, Mighty Max, Silverhawks, Cops and Crooks, Crash Test Dummies, and Power Rangers. So much we've been, like, it's a lot has been going on while doing the lights, while doing Zolo, while doing this. Power Rangers blowing up, filled up a whole nother cabinet with more Power Rangers. And then, more goodies. Come on. Come on. Redid a whole section for Battle Trolls. Got an entire new section of Stone Protectors. Got a whole new section, Last Action Hero.
You said that that's the greatest film of all time.
All time. Greatest of all time.
Huh.
Record blowing. Probably won 65 Golden Globes.
Oh.
You know? So, skip over here while he's over there. Once again, upgraded the section again, man. So if you thought that that was all we had left, here you go, man. Rows and rows and rows. There's all your new wave. More of the Knights.
Got a stinky there?
Yeah, we just celebrated our 6-year anniversary the Sunday of ZoloCon. It was 6 years for the store. So we did a huge sale, so you can see a ton of stuff is gone. This was probably the breadwinner of all, the new run. There it is. There's the big one. This was up front. It sold.
That's the one with the wings, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So absolutely incredible. We'll do a video of this whole run coming up. So stay tuned, watching the videos, guys. I'm going to be opening that full run and going over all the details with them.
Speaking of rare things.
Yeah, so there you go. New glass cabinet for wrestling. So I was really trying to keep sections together a little bit more. And it's hard to explain, like when sometimes you say numbers and it sounds so exaggerated, like, oh, sure you did. Sure you put 100 things out. Sure you did. Sure you did. Right? Well, here's another wrestling cabinet. These weren't here.
No. You know, there's some pretty unusual things in there. Look at these.
Yep, that's from that cartoon.
Yeah.
Hogan's Heroes. What was it called?
I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head. I remember watching it as a kid. Yeah. There's Sheiky Baby on the. He's about to humble Yellow Jabroni. Wonderful.
It's still not over here. You go down here. I bought a big wrestling collection over the weekend, but that was easy because it was all mock. So all elites, filled it up. And then the goal was, I really hated having up front. You'll have some high-end Marvel figures, high-end DC, high-end He-Man, but they're not in the sections, right? Well, it's because there's no glass.
Right.
So what we did was, now she's working on Turtles right now. I don't know where they're going because this is completely maxed out. So Star Wars down the whole side. Star Wars cabinets now.
Oh!
Yep. And I put them on risers. So that way when you're outside the mall, right? Because before, this cabinet was short, this was solid. So if you were in here, you couldn't even see what was in it. Now, on both sides, whether you're outside the mall or inside the store, you could see what your options are, man.
Look, poor Jabba here having a bad day.
Yeah. It's got to be in there somewhere. It's right there. It's broken.
Oh, the arm is in there? It's
Yeah,
just
it's in there.
Oh, okay.
And then my myth, the legend, Big Country, this is his section, so we always make sure we keep our plaque up for my man, because
we miss you, country.
he was awesome. And then, I haven't done a Marvel cabinet yet, because we're still waiting for that to come in. We'll cut over this way. There will be a glass cabinet in this style for the high-end Marvel. But for DC, we got, and again, look how much brighter the lights are. We still need to put an LED in here. But that's all high-end DC figures. Again, that was scattered throughout the cabinets up front. Now I'm really trying to get everything should be in order. Now, have you had a chance, have we done the new Mondo cabinets?
No. Wow, look at this.
I know for a fact that I hurt some of the values opening some of the Mondos. I get that. But I'm telling you right now, they sell better out. Seeing what you're getting, knowing the details, seeing the different details. Beastman's massive. His box don't fit behind him.
This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of this outside the box.
So there's so I haven't opened this one yet. This was that supposed to be like the Leo Toys version of Faker. Your the mini comic trap draw. You're really real more cartoonish-ish a little bit, but still. He-Man, gosh knows there's a lot of Scareglows, man. So that's the, I guess, more traditional vintage style. That's your glow-in-the-darkish style. And then this is the new one that's going to come with that bone throne, and that's like that helmet we were discussing. Yes. And then even with the flame coming out with the skull in it, your Hordax. So there's a bunch of different Hordax as well that came with different accessories. Got a Faker, and now I had to do 2 Anti-Eternity He-Mans because Anti-Eternity He-Man in his box comes with your regular chest armor or your battle armor. And then if there's a glare, I can always...
What is this?
So these are...
Oh, look at Thunder Punch!
So in all reality, you got 4 He-Mans in this. You got your Thunder Punch, your battle armor, and your regular... And I thought it was something... No, I lied. I was thinking Flying Fist. That's not true. So there you got your 3. My apologies, guys. Someone's going to correct me.
You got Prince Adam.
Prince Adam, which is really cool, man, because they're actually tights. Then you go in your Skeletor, man. There's your Hot Topic exclusive. Comes with that little cute guy, which is really funny because it's like really aggressive. Then you have this little sweet thing. Disco Skelly, one of my favorites from the 2000X era. Your Revelation Skeletor and your man, the myth, the legend, Man-at-Arms himself. Beautiful, 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 beautiful figure. And then same thing like the He-Man, they did the Skeletor. So you're going to get Dragon Blaster Skeletor, Terror Skeletor, and Battle Armor Skeletor. And then your Keldor, and then there's just another version. This Skeletor came out when they did the Panther. So if you missed out on like the first run He-Man or that, you could do that.
I love that Dragon Black. Look at that. I love the effect coming out
of
the
dragon's
dragon
mouth. Coming out. This is the box for that Skeletor. You got the new Tila that came out.
Oh, you mean Scareglow?
I'm sorry. Yes. And then you got the new Tila.
I didn't want us to get a bunch of thumbs down.
Right, yeah. The new Lion-O. That's all 3 versions of these Scareglow. That's the soft vinyl, which is incredible, man. It's a completely different texture. It's not as fragile. Super translucent. Now, I opened 2 because I had one with the glow-in-the-dark staff. And then, see, I changed. That's the traditional head. That's the newer head. And then, what really threw me off, man, because I was complaining a lot, man, when they first announced that they were doing this one. They had this head in every photo, and I hated it. I was like, why did they not put a pink head? Pink head was in the box. That's the way it should have been advertised then.
It's fascinating to me that they did one that looks similar to the way the one would get marked. Like the vintage one would get marked from the cape dye.
I think a lot of this has to do with Spectratron. See the glitter inside?
Yeah.
So I feel like that was like a little tribute to that. Don't know that, just my guess.
The cape on that red one up there, that's pretty
beautiful.
Cool.
I love the green. And then there's your Jet Sled, Mondo Jet Sled. I mean, there's some craziness, man. The Orko sold, the Shira sold, the Battle Cat sold. That was all here from this past weekend. But yeah, man, look at the size of this cat, man.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
And then if you remember a few years ago at PowerCon, we were supposed to get a limited run of the Phlox Panther.
Didn't happen.
Never been talked out of again.
Huh.
No, because, no offense, should have been flocked. I think if the figures... You could do, like, He-Man, you could do He-Man, Faker, Anti-Eternity, He-Man. You're getting Prince Adam. You're getting 4 out of 1 mold. I know for a fact we have She-Ra. I would be shocked if we don't get a Swift win. Right? So then you're doing the horses. That's a big, big undertaking. But then, come on, we got a Scareglow. We got Scaremare coming out. Mm-hmm. So that's a whole nother beast. But we'll see.
We could have Moss Man.
It would be, yep. So you could definitely do Moss Man. Mm-hmm. But... are they going to do Moss Man the size of Beast Man?
I think they could. You know? I think they have an argument for it based on it was the original mold was Beast Man. So if it's a Beast Man, it has to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't they do that for the 2000X too? The original Beast Man. Yeah.
Now, speaking of 2000X.
Mm-hmm.
All 2000X collection we picked up. Variants. Got a Chase Skeletor. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. So with Gettysburg, we were given the opportunity. We signed the contract for a bigger store. It's coming up in a couple months, and we were really, they were really pushing a little bit for like the information on Gettysburg. Like, hey, sign. We really want to fill a big, which is their job. But at the same time, we wanted to see how Christmas went because that's our first full year out there, seeing how Christmas Rush was. As dead as this mall is, now a lot of questions too. Man, it's always empty. We really try to film early in the day,
Yeah.
or when people, because some people don't want to be on camera. So
People don't realize the noise factor too that I have to deal
yep.
with. Yeah.
So and then we have to get them to sign waivers that they're okay with being on film.
Yep.
But nope. So we did the numbers for Gettysburg, and it just didn't make sense, man. So I know for a fact the mall will be gone in 3 years. They're going to do one section at a time, redevelopment, etc. Brand new commercial real estate is going to be out of this question for us to rent. It's going to be too high cost. That's going to be more for like your chain stores, your big stores, things like that. So we have 3 years. We're going to find a decent storefront in this vicinity of Westminster area. It will not be as large as this because I would really like my building will be done at home, which is 3,200 square feet, which is massive. So I'd really like to convert back to live sales, website, eBay, etc. is where most of my inventory will be, with a small storefront that you can come in and still get that Eternity Dreams vibe in. I think the big question that I keep getting about like the downsizing, like the negativity that's going to come with that, it was never supposed to be this big. It just happened, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. It's extremely difficult, man. Like, you've got to manage a lot of personalities, a lot of employees, a lot of I'm in Pennsylvania and Maryland, so I'm doing taxes for different things, 2 different accountants. It was just it was really fun, and I love it. But at the same time, with having a new baby boy on the way, having a 6-year-old daughter, I'd like to simplify life and not make it a little bit more difficult. Like, I completely put Gettysburg up for an option for someone to buy out the complete inventory. You won't get the brand, so you can't carry on Eternity Dreams up there. But I did talk to their management, and they were happy to have someone if they wanted to try to do it. But you're talking 6-figure number.
Yeah.
So it's not a dump in the drain. So we'll see. Either way, Eternity Dreams is going to keep expanding. It'll just be in different outlets, and the internet is one of them.